Hey, what's up guys? TBL here, coming right back at you with some gameplay footage. It has been quite some time, but I'm finally feel like I'm recovering from the absolute insanity that was E3 last week. We had a couple of videos covering that, and I'm sure you guys know everything that happened last week. It was a super fun week. I got to spend the entire week just pretty much watching video game streams, which is pretty much heaven for me. So I had a good time, and I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and getting up videos for you guys on a weekly basis. So this will be kind of a return to norm. And if you guys didn't get a chance to watch any of E3, feel free to check out some of my E3 recap videos from last week. They cover most of what went on, especially a lot of the stuff is focused around Nintendo's absolutely monumental coverage of games over E3. Links to those will definitely be in the description box below. Anyways, we are playing some Battlefield 4 Team Deathmatch on the China Rising DLC stages. I do believe the name of this stage is Dragon Pass. It's a great small map for, whoa, gotta wait for the fence to actually load up, but it's a great small match. It's got a lot of tight corners and conjoined areas, so it's good for Team Deathmatch, and it's great for what I'm using right now, which is the DAO-12 shotgun. Now, just a little bit of background here. I don't very often upload Battlefield 4 videos, even though I play Battlefield 4 kind of a lot. It's one of my favorite games. But the general reason why I don't upload a lot of Battlefield videos is because I usually play Conquest mode. That's basically my favorite mode on Battlefield 4. For my Call of Duty guys out there, Conquest mode is like basically large-scale warfare. It's super domination. Whoa, and hello to you, and goodbye to you. But anyway, think domination except on a massive scale. You got all kinds of vehicles that you can get into, aircraft, anti-air vehicles, tanks, and all kinds of stuff like that. If you've never played a Battlefield game, Conquest is pretty close to actual warfare. It's totally cool. Anyway, the reason I don't upload a lot of Battlefield 4 videos is because, like I said, I play a lot of Conquest, and those matches can last a really long time. I mean, we're talking like the upwards of an hour here. That's way too long to record and upload. I'll definitely stream more often. I've been getting into that kind of a lot as of late, so I'll definitely be streaming like Conquest mode and Battlefield 4 in and of itself more often. But for the most part, this is just going to be a team deathmatch because it's nice and quick, and I get to show off my shotgun skills. As if that were a real thing. Anyways, I think it's about time to move on to the topic that I wanted to cover and sort of present to you guys in this video. This is something that came up as part of the news earlier this week, and I've been kind of sitting back thinking, you know, ruminating on it for a while. And the backstory of it is this. Well-known indie gaming dev, or maybe even former gaming dev, Phil Fish has taken to, hold on, wait a second. And, whoa, no you don't. Counterattack, sucker. That could not have gone more perfectly. But anyway, Phil Fish has taken to Twitter, took to Twitter earlier this week to denounce YouTubers monetizing videos of video games. He was quoted as saying thus: "YouTubers should have to pay out a huge portion of their revenue to the developers from which they steal all their content." He then followed that ad revenue should be shared with developers, and that anything else is basically piracy. And again, that was a quote from Mr. Fish himself. Now, as would be expected, this has pretty much sent the internet and Twitter in particular. Hold on. Okay, I was about to say, I feel like I should have killed him, and it looks like I did. But this has pretty much set Twitter on fire, with massive discussion, both supporting and denouncing Phil Fish's statements. And I think this is important to note that this was also a stance that Nintendo sort of took not too long ago and still quietly kind of enforces via use of YouTube's infamous Content ID system. Anyways, this whole situation led me to think pretty hard about a specific notion, and I wanted to ask you guys that. And that notion is, do you get any value from these videos? And following up after that, what do you guys come to YouTube to see? Is it specifically gameplay and video games that you want to see, or do you come for the personalities of the people who play these games? Or is it even a mixture of both? You see, it's really a multifaceted issue that can't be covered in one way or the other, and I kind of think immediately painting anybody who monetizes videos on YouTube as a pirate who steals from developers isn't really legit. And I'm going to explain my stance on that over the next couple of minutes. Oh, he quit. I tried to revive him. I guess he saw the light and didn't want to come back. Now, there have been a lot of arguments for and against YouTubers making money off of the videos they upload, even if those videos are maybe live streams of a video game or whatnot. You know, let's plays, commentaries, how-to videos, walkthroughs, and the like. And a lot of the arguments that are pro-monetization focus around things like, oh, well, people streaming video games is free advertisement for the gaming company, for the developer, does a great job of gauging and raising interest in a game, and that these videos sort of provide a service to other gamers. You know, when you're stuck in a game and, oh, I'm not doing too bad. But anyway, when you're stuck in a game and you head onto YouTube to look for a walkthrough to get through a specific part or to figure out how to unlock something, that provides a service for other gamers. And of course, there are many more arguments than that, but on the opposite side, people are saying, well, why should you be able to make money off of something you did not create? Basically a video game that you didn't help develop or anything. Why should you be able to, man, this game is pretty, but why should you be able to make money off of that? And that's a point that on the baseline, I generally understand and agree with. But, and this is a very large and round but, I believe the difference maker here lies in and around the idea of whether or not we as YouTube content creators provide a value to the games that you guys come to see. And I honestly believe that makes all the difference in the world. Which of course turns it right back around to the question I asked you a little bit earlier. Do you guys find value in these videos? Which in simpler terms basically means, do you like these videos? Do they provide something to you that you come to see and enjoy watching? And that of course can be answered in any number of ways, any way you see fit. I would love to get you guys' feedback on what you like to see on my channel, if anything, and what you would like to see in the future. And whether you want to tell me that in the comments section, in a personal message, or even in a video response, I'd love to hear back from you guys. And definitely get your perspective on YouTube content and its value as a whole. As you can see, it's a big issue that has a lot of sides to it. And a lot of time, people generally try to use analogies to prove or disprove any benefits of streaming or uploading game footage. One of the analogies that I think about whenever I'm confronted with the issue of whether or not I should be able to stream games that I purchase is this. If I were to buy a car today and take that car home, I would own that car, or rather I would own the lease on that car, which means I can generally do what I want with that car. If I want to record myself driving around a racetrack and put it on YouTube, I can. But if I were to do that, should I have to pay a portion of any ad revenue I get from that video to the dealership, or rather to the car's maker, be it Toyota, Hyundai, Honda, any of those? That's kind of loosely what Phil Fish is saying we as YouTube content creators should have to do. Again, that's a very loose comparison, but essentially, I would have to pay ad revenue to the car maker for uploading a video of me driving the car that I bought. So anyway, that's the analogy I think of whenever this issue is brought forth. You may agree, you may disagree. Let me know in the comment section below. But moving on to things on a greater scale, I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about certain YouTube content creators and the value that they bring. And yes, I'm going to avoid the almost obligatory PewDiePie reference. That dude's insane. But me personally, I do believe that content creators bring value to the video games that they stream and showcase on YouTube. I think a great example of this is GameXplain. GameXplain is a great example of a YouTube channel that I visit every single day. And for any of you who aren't subscribed to them, I would definitely recommend that you check them out. They provide a lot of great content for gamers. I know I personally love their how-to videos and especially their game coverage videos. They do a lot of journalistic stuff too. They had a lot of great coverage of Super Smash Bros. At E3. But I generally visit their channel every single day because I love their in-depth discussions of games that I personally have an interest in and can't wait to come out. And that's just one example of YouTubers who I really find a value in. Oh yeah, Cookie, the Mr. Huntin' Noobs is hilarious. Brintlefloss, Family Jewel 7X, which by the way is where most of my outro music comes from. Shadow of Chaos 9 does awesome Fire Emblem ROM hacks. Top Kirby 8305 does great Let's Plays. EOTW Podcast, which is a group I actually used to be a part of. But as you can see, I could go on and on with channel after channel after channel that I believe brings a lot of value to the table. So I definitely believe that there's a lot more going on here, a lot more under the surface than just YouTubers stealing money from developers, as Phil Fish seems to think. I think each and every one of our content creators on YouTube brings something different and valuable to the table. And to ignore that or even vilify that, I think just isn't right. So speaking about myself personally, I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and that's create content that hopefully you guys want to see. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it more often. We as a channel, and of course that includes you guys too, have made it really far on our own. And I want to continue to grow by providing you guys with more content than ever before. So hopefully you guys will stick around and enjoy that, and we can push this channel even further. Anyways, that basically wraps up what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Make sure you let me know in the comment section how you feel about this whole situation. Do you agree with Phil Fish? Do you disagree with him? Do you think content creators on YouTube should be able to monetize video game footage or not? Or maybe you've got a completely different perspective on it. Go ahead and let me know. Alright, now tuning back into the match here, we're down by a couple of points, about 12 points to be exact. I don't know if we're going to be able to close that gap before the enemy reaches 100 kills. They're currently sitting at 84 to our 72, and now 85 thanks to me. I don't know what I was thinking. Shotguns have kind of a wonky range in this. Sometimes they can go cross map, and sometimes that happens right there. Anyways, hopefully we can mount some kind of a resistance and maybe even a little bit of a return, although I don't know if that's going to be happening. I'm sitting at 17 and 10 right now, so I didn't do too bad. And uh-oh, I hear that end of the match music starting. That usually bodes ill. And speak of the devil, somebody right behind me, of course. I think once we've gotten to pretty much this point, my only goal should just be to stay alive and not to ruin that KD any further. Because they are steamrolling their way up to 99, and uh-oh. See if we can get in there, maybe get one more kill before it's all over. I don't think we're going to be able to make it, though. And there we go. Our team lost 78 to 100, but you know what? I didn't do too bad, so I don't even feel bad. This has been a pretty good video, I'd say. Anyways, we've reached the tail end, and it's about time we wrap this thing up. If you guys stuck around to the end, thank you so much for always watching and always supporting my videos. It means the world to me, and I hope you guys really do enjoy. Anyways, that will about wrap this video up, which means I get to go back to sulking and waiting and lurking in the shadows, just waiting for October to come around so I can finally play me some Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. I am still on a veritable gaming sugar rush from E3 last week, so I'm super hyped for that and super sad that it's so far away. Anyways, I did wind up going 17 and 11, so not too bad. This was a game of Team Deathmatch right on Battlefield 4, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyways, as always, if you guys like what you saw here, feel free to check out my channel where I've got a ton more videos and a ton more coming. And if you have any questions, comments, or even video requests, make sure you let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. As always, I am TheBlackLink. You guys stay frosty.